Thanks for watching my video. Today we will take a look about KwangHeeMun Gate. So about the table, first of all, we will look about the basic introduction and then the historical introduction, stories about this gate, and then the current significance, historical significance, and the attractive parts and the source. So about the basic introduction. This gate is located in Gwanghee-idong, Junggu in Seoul. There are three names for this gate, which is KwangHeeMun Gate, Sugumun Gate, and Shigumun Gate. KwangHeeMun Gate is the original name of this gate, and Sugumun Gate is named like this because this gate is located around Igan-sumun, which was a gate to drain water that is flowing from Namsan out of the palace. Here, Su from Sugumun is a Chinese character meaning water, so it was named like this. And lastly, about Shigumun Gate, this gate was once used to transport dead bodies out of the palace. And here, Shigu means dead bodies entrance, so Shigumun literally meant a gate for dead bodies entrance. And the reason why Shigumun Gate was used as transporting dead bodies was because the fortress of Seoul, Dosong, had two roads, which was Jonglo and Namsan Road. And at this Namsan Road, there were a lot of poor people living. And those poor people couldn't afford any funerals if someone died, so they just needed to handle the dead body. And they used this gate to move out the dead body. So the Shigumun Gate was firstly used for these poor people to transport dead bodies, but later on was used by people living in palace and also other people to transport dead bodies. And this KwangHeeMun Gate was reopened at February in 2014 in 29 years. So there are about the basic main gates in Seoul. There are 4 big main gates and 4 small main gates. And beside 4 small main gates, there was this KwangHeeMun Gate, which was the east gate of transporting dead bodies. And there was also a gate named Seosomun, which was the west gate for transporting dead bodies. And there was also a gate named Namsomun, which is south gate, and this gate wasn't used that much because people thought that as Gyeongbokgung Palace, the main palace in the center, this Namsomun Gate is in the wrong way and an unlucky direction, so they didn't use the well. And also they thought that because of this Namsomun Gate, it led one of the crown princes called Eugyeongseja to death, so they didn't use it. However, in mid-16th century, there was a little debate whether they will reopen this gate or not. However, as a result, it didn't got used. And back to KwangHeeMun Gate, this gate was one of those 4 small main gates. So now about the history introduction. At 1396, while people built the capital city Seoul, this gate was built between Dongdaemun Gate and Namdaemun Gate. In 1711, this gate was rebuilt, and then in 1719, people built the upper story of the gate and hung the signboard KwangHeeMun Gate, which is the name of this gate. And we don't actually know when this gate was destroyed, but it got destroyed and only the pillar parts were left. And even these pillar parts were destroyed and was used as a road in 1966. However, luckily, in 1975, there was a reconstruction of this gate and we disassembled arch stonework and removed 15 meters to south, and we built a new upper story and a forest neighboring 600 square meters. And there are a lot of stories, sorrowful stories about this gate. So first of all, there was the Manchu War of 1636, which is known as 병자호란 in Korea. So there was first invasion and the second invasion. And at the second invasion, King KwangHeeMun, the king during that era, used this gate to run away to Namantsansong, the fortress, from this palace. And also, the Japanese envoy used this gate to get in the palace when the Japanese envoys came to Korea to travel or meet the king. So you can see that there are a lot of Japanese accommodations around this gate also in these days. And back then, there were also a lot of Japanese accommodations around the gate. In the late 19th centuries, the court suppressed Catholic Church and killed the believers, so their dead bodies were thrown away here. So, which I will mention later again, this gate is one of the historical Catholic places in Korea. And around 1880, cholera raged throughout Korea, and while that era, many poor kids died and were thrown away at this gate because they should not infect other people too. And as you can see, there were many sorrowful things, and many people were killed and was thrown away at this place. So there were many shamans around the gate, so that people thought that those shamans made them able to like communicate with dead people. And another spiritual thing is that they also thought that this gate is friend with the diseases, and they went through so that they came here and racked the rock pieces and tried to use it to cure themselves or people around them, and used it like a medicine, because this gate went through a lot of diseases. So they thought that this could work as a medicine in a spiritual way. And lastly, in August in 1907, during Japanese invasion, because of the Japanese imperialism, Korean military needed to break up, and about 1,200 people resisted, and about 100 people died. And Japanese thrown away the dead bodies at this gate and made the dead people's families, to take away the body. And these sorrowful stories all happen in this gate. This picture is about what I told you right now, and this picture is about that Japanese imperialism and that thing. So this picture was taken by a French journalist and was on French newspaper at 1907. So now you'll see the current and historical significance about this gate. So first, current significance is mainly three parts. First of all, this gate is the starting point of Damsan section of Fortress Wall of Seoul, which is called Hanyangdosong in Korea. And also, there are many historical places that are located around this gate. So many tour routes include this gate, which is also very significant. And lastly, this place is one of the Catholic historical places in Korea, which I mentioned before. So this make this place to have current significance. And about the historical significance, this gate is one of the 4 small gates, 사소문, and also this gate was used a lot for special uses to transport dead bodies, and there were many sorrowful, bad things that happened at this gate, and there were a lot of stories and historical cases, so it makes this to have historical significance. But not only sorrowful things, there were also attractive parts of this gate. So first, if you search about this KwangHeeMun gate, then you can also see night sight within it, because the night side of this KwangHeeMun gate is beautiful. So at night, the gate lights up and it looks like a mini-sized palace, and it's very beautiful, so it makes it attractive. And also there are street markets between Dongdaemun Market Road and this gate. So at that street markets, there are many like funny things and diverse things that it's very fun to walk around and look what they are selling. And lastly, there is a district called Sindang-dong located next to the gate. So this district was made after Korean War, which refugees made it to use as a shelter. And so this was a slum before, and also it is a slum these days, but it's not the slum which makes this Sindang-dong also an attractive part. Sindang-dong tteokbokki was made at the Sindang-dong, and the Sindang-dong tteokbokki is the origin of Korean tteokbokki. So it's very famous in Korea and also to foreigners. So you can see it's very famous that in a part that there is a district, a road, and a market called Sindang-dong tteokbokki Market at around the Sindang-dong area. So you can see it's very famous. These are the sources that I used the picture. And so now, thank you for watching my video, and I hope you've got more interested in these KwangHeeMun gates, and I wish you to have more interest to Korean heritage and cultures, which is not that famous and not that is known much, but still important and beautiful. And I hope you to have a great day. Thank you.